Hello, my name is Toni Sulkowski, and I'm Director of Technology for the Peters Township School District. Welcome to this edition of Let's Compute. The focus of today's show is our new student information system, PowerSchool. PowerSchool is a fully integrated, web-based, cross-platform student information system used by thousands of school districts in the United States. It is fast to implement, it's reliable, and it's affordable. The purpose of a student information system is for a district to be able to keep accurate records of data such as demographic information, attendance, and grades of our students. Our prior student information system was not centralized. In other words, each school had access to its own separate set of student data on a separate server. This made it difficult in the district to transfer this data when students moved from one school within the district to another. It also made it difficult for central office personnel to access statistical information needed for required state and federal reports. Now, in this information age, the past several years, we've had to purchase separate services such as Edline to provide parents and students with online access to grades at the high school and middle school, as well as to attendance and assignments. We also were using two different electronic gradebook systems in the district, which created inconsistencies in our reporting and created additional stressors for professional development. In addition to all of this, our transportation and special education departments were maintaining their own separate student information records, which meant a duplication of work efforts across and throughout the Peters Township School District. Now, with the purchase of PowerSchool, we have a centralized student information system. This means that the data is maintained on a single server and that there is no need to maintain separate databases in our schools and across various departments. We can now streamline our information record keeping and maintain more accurate records to which we can have access. You can learn more about PowerSchool actually by visiting the Pearson's PowerSchool website at www.powerschool.com. I've already called that website up here on my laptop, and I'd like to take a look at that website so that you can see what information is available for all of you on the website to give you more information. First of all, they outline what are the main attributes of the PowerSchool system. And as you see here, there are about 4 main components that we're taking advantage of here in Peters Township. First of all, it will automate functions for us in attendance, scheduling, classroom grading, and reporting. So student information is going to be available for parents, students, and teachers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's critical. Another part of this program that we liked was the fact that we can make decisions about curriculum and also student progress and achievement using the data that we can mine from PowerSchool. It's easy for our administrative team to access, and we can make strategic decisions about that in the district. It also provides us with teacher tools. The teachers are going to have tools available to them as far as their grade book, and they can also generate their own reports using the PowerSchool system, which helps them with their workflow. Finally, PowerSchool, because it is an integrated system, is going to help us to communicate directly with our parents and our students from home using a web-based system so that we can focus on student achievement. Now, those are some of the solutions that are available. I'm going to scroll up on the web page here so that you'll be able to get an idea of what else is available on this website. Right here on the main page, it says New to PowerSchool, and you'll notice that there's information and there's links here for various sectors. I'm going to click on the one that says Parents. If I go and click on that link, then right here it tells you why parents would value a student information system and how it can help them, as well as how it can help school district personnel. Pearson actually did a survey in March 2006 of 1,500 parents across the United States of students in grades K through 12 to find out how they wanted to communicate with their schools. It showed that more than 99% of all parents want frequent communication between the school and themselves. How can you do that? You can do that with a web-based portal, and that's what PowerSchool provides. If you have access to a computer and the internet, and it doesn't matter where in the world that you are, you can access information about your child's grades and their attendance using that computer. The great thing is it's also on a secured system so that we know that that information is locked in and locked down on our separate web portal. Another great attribute of the PowerSchool system is we know that, according to the survey results, 94% of all parents want to use the web to get involved, and 85% of parents in that survey wanted to have information frequently. PowerSchool is an easy-to-use communication tool that I'm going to show you that has secure student information online, including real-time attendance information, grades, and items such as assignments, school bulletins, and hopefully in the future we can get into our lunch system there as well as personal information and messages from the teachers. This web page features some additional information about PowerSchool for parents, and there are some short videos that are available to you so that you can hear parents actually extolling the attributes of PowerSchool. One item that I do want to show you is where it says take a tour, and I'm going to click on this small icon here, and it will enlarge for you a typical page in PowerSchool. I'm going to actually log in as though I were a parent here in Peters Township a little later on, but I did want you to see what a typical page would look like. This page has right here some icons at the top, which is a menu, and that menu will enable the parents to look at various items and information that's available to them. Below that menu, we have a chart with the child's attendance on it, and to the right of that, we have each one of the courses, the quarter or semester the child is in, as well as a summary of their absences and tardies by class if we wanted to get that particular information. It's important to note that anytime you're in PowerSchool, if you see any text in blue, in that light blue, that means that that is a link. And if you click on anything in that light blue, you can actually do what we call a drill down. It will take you to additional information. That's an important thing to know, and it's different than Edline. So if you were a parent who used our prior web-based service, Edline, you will notice some differences here. One of the main differences between this and Edline is that all the information is laid out on one page. You don't need to look at a menu on the side to see the classes and to hit each class one by one. Within PowerSchool, you can actually see all the classes with a summary of the grades all on one page. That's a bonus. That information, again, is found at www.powerschool.com, and by using your computer, you can get some examples of PowerSchool, what it looks like to get familiar with it, and read more information about it. I'm going to leave the actual Pearson site right now, and I'm going to navigate back to the Peters Township School District website. As you know, it's located at www.ptsd.k12.pa.us. If you don't want to memorize all that, you can simply put into your search engine Peters Township School District, and a link will come up to that. On the main page for the web, there is an icon here, or a button, a link right here, called Parent Quick Links. That is designed specifically for the parents to be able to access information on our website quickly. By clicking that link, it should take you to a Parent Quick Links page where you'll see a variety of items. I'm going to scroll down on this page, and eventually I will find the section that says Grades Online, High School and Middle School Only. Now, right here on this page, there is a link that says PowerSchool Portal. All you have to do is click on that blue link. You may get a certification dialog box. It's okay to accept this certificate. All this merely says to you is that you may not be familiar with the site, or your computer is not. It is a certified secured socket layer site, so it's secure. You just press OK, and it will eventually move you to the PowerSchool page. You just have to wait for that to load. Hopefully it won't be down. It's coming up right now. You will see the familiar logo right here for PowerSchool, and then all you do is you type in your username. So for the purposes of this, we've made up a test student that does not exist, and you'll type in your username and your password. How do you get a username and a password? Right now at the high school and the middle school, you can obtain those through the guidance office. You will be able to get that information about how to get your username and password off the website by going to the web page or the announcements page for each one of the schools. Eventually, we hope to put this in place at the elementary level, and we will make sure that we communicate with the parents in advance so that you will have online access to this web portal. So once again, if you're a parent of a middle school student or a high school student, you can obtain your username and your password from your school's guidance office. Again, there's additional information about obtaining these access codes on the school web pages. Okay, so right now I have in the username and the password, and I click on the word enter. It tells me I have a invalid one, so we'll try again. There we go. Now we come up to the main page. I'm going to navigate around this page so that you can see what the different portions of the page are. Right here where you have the green PowerSchool, that is like the home button in your web browser. Whenever you're changing from page to page in PowerSchool, if you click on the icon PowerSchool in green, it will always take you back to this beginning page. Up at the top, you will notice that on the page is the student's name and grade level, as well as which school. Now, if you have children in different schools here in the district, you will have a separate username and login for each one of those children. Please be aware of that. Right across the top is a little button that says Log Out. Whenever you leave PowerSchool, it's important to click on the Log Out button before you exit. And then right here, there's a circle with a question mark. That is the Help button. So whenever you are in PowerSchool and you may forget how to use something or you don't understand what something means, if you click on the icon with the little question mark in it, it will come up into the Help automatically, and then you can do searches for the Help, or it will give you a topic depending on what page you're in and explain it right there using graphics and text. That's a very nice feature. It's very consistent in PowerSchool. It works like that for the administrators and the teachers as well, and it's also on the student portal too. So the little circle with the question mark can be of a great help to all of you. Now, across the top in PowerSchool, you will see a set of icons. Those icons will help you to navigate through the PowerSchool program. The first icon says Grades and Attendance. That's the default page for what we're at right now. So I'm going to kind of scroll down so that you can see Grades and Attendance. Right here in this chart, you can see in this sample that we have, it shows 2 weeks worth of attendance for the children first. In this case, since it's a made-up middle school student, it goes period by period, and you can see when the child is absent or tardy. It'll have an AEF or a T so that you'll know if they were in school or not at that time. Next to that, you will see a listing of all the courses. Here we have the different courses at this particular middle school, and then the teachers' names. The nice feature that you have here is, notice again that the teacher's name is in light blue. That means it's a link. So if you click on that teacher's name, your window for your email system at home should come up, and you can send an email to that teacher right then and there. Then across the side, you will see the items for each quarter, or in the case of the middle school, they have X1 because they have 6-week courses, they have 12-week courses, and they have quarter courses. That's why the difference in the lettering there, as well as a summary with absence and tardies. I'm going to look down here just a little bit, and go down to this particular teacher in quarter 1, because ordinarily these would be populated with grades and assignments. You can click actually on the grade and the percent right there, and it'll take you to a separate screen as you see here. In this separate screen, again, you see the name of the course, the teacher, and what the grade percentage is. Now in this case, because it's a test student, we really don't have any grades in here. However, the nice thing on this particular page is it has the due dates for all the assignments. It gives you the category that the teacher has placed these assignments in. It lists the actual assignment, and then it gives you the child's score. In this case, this particular child has an EX out of 5, which means they're excused from that because, once again, this is not a real student. But I wanted you to be able to see the drill down capabilities that we have in PowerSchool and how easy it is for you as a parent to be able to access that information. The students use the same type of procedure. Now, I can go back up to the top and click on the green PowerSchool if I would like to navigate back, or I can simply go through the rest of these icons, which I intend to do. The first icon that we have here after grades and attendance is the icon for grades in history. This one's not activated right yet because we don't have a history. We haven't completed a 9 weeks. We haven't completed a 6-week period. The only time that will be activated is at the end of each particular term. Next to that is the attendance history. When I click on that icon for attendance history, it gives me a completely different screen. Here you can see the attendance history for this particular student from today all the way into the next month. So it gives you a longer period of time to which to view the attendance history. Down below the chart, it gives you the legend, what our codes stand for on the attendance, because we use particular codes for that. I'm going to navigate back to the top of the page again, and there's a button called email notification. We have not yet activated this particular button because we just haven't gotten there yet and going through the process of migrating to a new system. Eventually we will. We will let you know about that so that you're aware of when you can use this to subscribe to information from the school. It's just a matter of setting the server. We would like to do that district-wide, and once we get to that, again, we will advise you of that possibility. The next icon that you will see next to email notification is one that says Teacher Comments. PowerSchool, in the gradebook portion for the teachers, actually allows the teachers to make a comment about a student's progress. In order to see that, the comments will be in a column called Comment so that you, the parent, can actually see those. Then if you'd like to respond to the teacher, their name is listed there again with a blue link that you can click on, and then your email will come up, and then you can respond to that comment of the teacher. So those comments are found on the web page and are easily accessible to the parents should the teacher even be placing a comment. Next to that particular icon is another one that is called School Bulletin. Each school has the capacity to put out announcements to you via PowerSchool. So that if you click on the School Bulletin button, you will see the announcements here, and these are live, for Peters Township Middle School for Tuesday, October the 8th. So when you see this, you can see the information that the school would like you to be aware of, current events that are going on, reminders for things that may need to be brought back into school, and any other news that there may be. So that's found on the button that says School Bulletin. I believe we've activated that also at the high school, and they're using that in the same way that they're using their morning announcements page. Peters Township Middle School is also using it as a form of morning announcements. The next icon that's up at the top says Class Registration. That button is not active right now, and that's primarily for the students. It is our intent that our students will be able to sign up for their classes online and to register for their classes online. That should help us tremendously with our scheduling. So that's a button that's not activated yet, but it's there. Finally, there's a last link there, an icon called My Calendars. This feature in PowerSchool actually allows you to get the assignments that are located here into a calendar that you may have on your computer at home. Unfortunately, there are some bugs with this, and we are working through those, so you may find that My Calendars is not activated. When you click on that icon, it does take you to a page called My Calendars, and then you can subscribe to assignments and more. If you need a school event calendar and you want to subscribe to it, you can also click on this. But once again, we have not activated that particular icon. That is something that is a work of progress. So once again, if I'm in this and I want to navigate back to the beginning, I can click on the green PowerSchool icon, and it takes me to my startup page of grades and attendance for the student. So PowerSchool is not difficult to navigate and to work through, but we felt it was important to share with you how to utilize the page and use the features, especially what we call the drill down features. So remember, if anything is in blue, such as a name or any data on a chart, you can click on that and it will take you to additional information. I think that would be the most helpful in using PowerSchool. That is the complete information that we have on PowerSchool, and once again, if you're interested in getting more information, you can go to the PowerSchool website, or if you need that access username and password, don't forget to check out the main web page for the school, and they will give you information as how to contact the guidance office. So for this, that about wraps up this edition of Let's Compute and the information that we wanted to share with you about our brand new student information system, PowerSchool. I want to thank you for joining me for this special edition, and I would like to encourage you, and as well as our students, to take advantage of this online system and to obtain a username and a passcode. I would especially like to thank the parents for their patience this year as we move to this information system. It is very much appreciated. As always, I would like to thank the high school's own Mrs. Robin Hodgen Frick and the Period 7 media broadcast students, as well as Ryan Bonai, our public access director, for their assistance in producing this show and bringing this information to you. Until next time, happy computing.